What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a super exciting video. I have been waiting for this video. You guys already know by the title. I'm gonna be reviewing the new Blursh lights from Made by Mitchell. I'm so excited for this, and not only that, since this is the first time I'm actually doing a review on Made by Mitchell blushes, I just thought it would be super fun to live swatch every single one of my Made by Mitchell blushes for you guys, so you guys can see some of the shades that I have and make a decision on which shade would be best for you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is so exciting. All I have on is, of course, like my skin prep and all of that stuff, and foundation. So I literally wanted to do all of this on camera. I wanted to bronze with my bronzer Blursh. I want to use the new products on camera. We are gonna get into it. Starting off, let's get into the gist of these Blursh lights right here. So I have my notes. I took notes, okay? So I wanted to make sure I gave you guys all of the information that you need. So these retail for $17.25. You can get these on Beauty Bay's website. Beauty Bay does include the taxes in their products, which I love. So $17.25 is the price of these with the tax, which is really, really nice. And I picked up 3 shades. So the 3 shades that I ended up picking up are Pink Lynx, Penny from Heaven, and Nova Nights. I honestly wanted to buy all of them, but Beauty Bay didn't have like a bundle of all of them at the time of the release, so hopefully they have one now. If I love these, I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of the collection. I feel like my goal is to get literally every single blush from Made by Mitchell. I love them so much that I just want to collect them all. I feel like they all do different things. They're so versatile. You can use them on the eyes, on the lips, on the cheeks, literally any and everywhere. They're literally one of the most versatile products in my collection. Now, I do currently own 12 shades, 15 including these 3 right here, and the regular blushes retail for $15. These are a little bit more expensive. These are $2.25 more than the regular blushes, but we're gonna see, because I still think that's a pretty inexpensive price point for this product. Even 15 I think is like super inexpensive. So we're gonna go ahead and put these to the test. So let me zoom you guys in. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with bronzer. So I only have on foundation and my skin prep and my primer. So for bronzer, I'm gonna go with my Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Shade and Laid. So Mitchell did come out with a line of blushes specifically for bronzing. So he has a ton of bronzer type of shades, which is really nice. So this is the shade that I have. This one seems more of like a contour shade for me. It's not really more so of a bronzer. I do want to pick up another shade of this, but I just feel like this product just blends so well, and I just want to make sure this is seamless. I am going somewhere tonight. Your girl going out tonight. So basically this is kind of like a get ready with me, low key. So my makeup needs to be good. I need everything to look good for when I go out tonight, y'all. As you guys can see, it does dry down to I feel like it's more of a liquid to powder kind of formula. You can also put these on top of a set face as well, which is really nice. But I like to do it under a set face just because that's what I'm used to, even though sometimes if I'm like, okay, wait, I feel like I need a little bit of blush on, I have no problem taking this product and putting it on top of powder. So this is what the Shade and Laid looks like as a bronzer on my skin. Very beautiful. It's not a dewy finish. That glow you see is like my SPF, so it's not super glowy, but it's a really, really, really pretty product. Now that I have that on, I can finally put on concealer. So I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Maple. This you do not need a lot of. Let's try out these right here. So these Blursh lights are basically liquid highlighters, but they're also kind of like blushes as well. Let's go ahead and swatch these so I can figure out how I want to use them on the face. So the first one we have is called Pink Lynx. This is so gorgeous. I cannot wait to swatch this one. So this is Pink Lynx. Oh my gosh. Look at the shift. The next one's called Penny from Heaven. This one's really pretty. Just looks like a metallic kind of highlighter. Don't really see much glitter in this one, but it's really, really pretty. This one is absolutely gorgeous. This one is Nova Nights. Now I love that this one is like really intense and sparkly. That's so gorgeous. These are the 3 shades that I picked up. Gorgeous. Already know that I want to pick up the rest of the shades. So this shade right here is called Toasted Terracotta. This is absolutely gorgeous if you love terracottas. I mean, it says it in the name. It is very gorgeous. This next shade is called Posy Rosy. This is a really gorgeous pink. Love shades like this. If you love pinks, then you're probably really gonna love this one. The shade is Papaya Pudding. Very different. I feel like this one kind of has like a corally kind of undertone to it. It's just a little, like, it's just one step down from Toasted Terracotta, which I definitely love. This next one is for my orange lovers. This one is called Mango Daiquiri. Very gorgeous. Doesn't swatch very well, but it is so pretty on the face. So gorgeous. This next one is one of my favorites. It's called Cowlick. This is a very intense pink, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so pretty. Dairy Queen, which is a really gorgeous purple shade. So stunning. It's not as intimidating as it may look. Like, you definitely can like sheer this out, but it's so pretty. So those are these right here. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these off so we can do some more swatches. Next up, we have another one of my faves, which is a Shy Boy. This is so beautiful. I love, love, love this blush. Absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of these can be used in different ways, of course. They're amazing. Very berry. I don't really use this one too much, but I do want to start. I want to try to use this one mixed with another Blursh shade. This isn't like a blush that I would gravitate to, but I want to see how this is mixed with, where is it? Mixed with this one. I think these two will be so gorgeous together. Next up is Milk Mix. This is a white blush. This is basically used as like a mixer, either to lighten up other blushes. So if you feel like you want to use one of these blushes, but it might be too deep for you or too bright, you can definitely tone it down with Milk Mix, because that's what Mitchell made this shade for. Next up is Where's the SPF? This is one of my favorites as well. This is beautiful on deeper complexions. It is a gorgeous orangey reddish blush. It is absolutely stunning. Last but certainly not least, my absolute favorite blush out of all of them, Cherry Cola. I don't know what it is about this blush, but it's so, so, so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. I know some people get a Shy Boy and Cherry Cola kind of like confused, but they are pretty similar, but they're not the same. Like, this one is a Shy Boy. Let's swatch some of Cherry Cola next to it so you can see. I just feel like this might not even help. They are very different shades. They're very different. I would say a Shy Boy is just a little bit deeper, but they are pretty different. I feel like you have to see them in person to know. That's what Shade and Laid looks like. Okay, so you guys have seen the swatches of these. I'm trying to figure out, should I do a blush first and then do these? Like, I have no idea how I want to do this. I kind of want to do the blush first. Like, I do want to wear blush, but I also want to see how this is going to look on its own. Okay, I don't know why, but I really want to start off with the shade Pink Lynx. I just feel like this is just so beautiful. I really want to wear a blush with it. So I am going to go into this blush right here, which is called Cowlick. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful blush. I'm going to take Cowlick on my sponge here, and I'm going to place Cowlick on the cheeks. Don't want to go too heavy with the blush like I just did. So I'm gonna have to fix it with a little bit of concealer, but okay, now that we have that on, I think now we can go into pink lynx. So taking it on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna go into that. This one seems like it has quite a bit of glitter in it as well. Ooh, it just adds like a really pretty glow. I need to tone this down a little bit because I cannot go out looking very, very pink today. That is pink lynx mixed with cowlick. I actually really like it. It kind of looks, it's not glittery on the face. It doesn't look glittery, it just gives you a glow. I love when Mitchell goes live on TikTok. He goes live on TikTok so much, and I love to see his lives because he was explaining about this particular product, and he said there's basically not a base to it, so anyone can use it. All the shades, anyone can use them. But not only that, you look forward, it just looks like blush, but then when you turn to the side, it looks like a highlighter, which I definitely get that. So I went ahead and set everywhere that I placed that concealer down. Cheeks look very, very nice. I'm loving how everything is looking. Let's tap into these two. So this shade right here called Nova Lights is absolutely beautiful. I am obsessed with this shade. I kind of want to use that on the lid today, so we're gonna wait for that. Let's go into Penny from Heaven. Let's try this. I feel like I'm gonna need a brush. Take this one right here. I hope I did not just mess up my makeup. And, oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I cannot. And then I'm just going to tap this into the skin and to blend it. Okay, this is pretty. You guys know I am not a liquid highlighter kind of girl. That's actually very gorgeous. That is stunning. Okay, let me try taking some on the back of my hand. And this one doesn't have a lot of glitter to it, but I just feel like it looks wet on the skin. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder because I want to make sure you guys can see it. As you guys can see, it is going over powder beautifully. Very beautifully. I brought it so high up. I don't know why I did that. So let's do the bridge of the nose. Okay, I'm feeling really glowy. I like this one a lot. I really like this one, especially as a highlighter. It just doesn't look, it just looks like glass skin. Like, look at that. It just looks like glass, and I love, love, love that look. I hope it looks good on camera. Wow, I already got the cap so dirty. The caps get really dirty. Mind you, let me just tell you that, it's very dirty. Let's try to use these on the eyes, okay? Let's just see how it's working with the eyes. I pulled out the Patrick Ta Rose palette, so I'm gonna go into this shade right here. Bring this all in my crease. This is gonna be my transition shade. To add a little bit of depth to this look, I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and I'm gonna place this in the outer corner. Kind of like tempted to do pink lynx, but I also want to use the Nova Night shade. So we're probably going to do that one since that's the only shade I haven't used. Let's go into Nova Night. This is the last shade that I have not used yet. So I'm just going to take it once again on the back of my hand because I feel like this is just the best way this formula just works. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to take it and then I'm going to tap it onto my lid. Wow, that is beautiful. That is stunning. I'm living for this. I don't know. Oh, the light is not doing it justice. I need the light to do this product justice, because I feel like you guys are not able to see what I'm seeing. I'm just tapping the shade on. I feel like you don't even need to like swipe. Tap is like enough. Ooh, it's so beautiful. Small blending brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like soften all of this up a bit. I love this shade. I just feel like it just looks so like wet on the lid. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to just play around a little bit more with some of this. So I'm gonna take the shade Cherry Cola. You guys know this is my favorite blush ever. I'm like running out of space on my hand. Literally my favorite. So I am gonna take some of this and add this to my cheeks. Cause now that I have the eye look, we should have started with the eyes. Now that I kind of have the eye look that I want to make sure we got the rest of the face down. I kind of want a little bit more pink to this. Let's do pink lynx, because I feel like that's the one shade I haven't really like, I haven't really figured out how I feel about it, because I feel like this shade, what's kind of like making me feel like, I don't really know how I feel about it, is the fact that there's some silver glitter in it. And it's not really glitter, it's like silver specked pigment. And I'm kind of like, don't know how I feel about that. So I'm just gonna take this lightly. The pink lynx. Okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. That just looks beautiful now. That looks so stunning. I'm actually really obsessed. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and then we're gonna be back for my final thoughts, because we need to talk about these. All right guys, so here is the finished look. This actually took a turn. I wasn't expecting this look to look this good and for me to be this excited about this. I am honestly really shocked about these. Let's get into pink lynx. Now, this was a shade that I wasn't really expecting. We all know that I am not a shimmer blush kind of girl, but these are more so like highlighty kind of shades, and I felt like this shade would be such a beautiful blush tone shade. I don't think this is a shade that I would personally use on its own. I would mix it again with other shades. I used Cowlick and Cherry Cola today for my blush, and I just love the combo with pink lynx like on top. I just feel like it adds a really pretty pink kind of reflect to the cheeks. I love it. And even when I turn forward, you can't really see it, but when I turn to the side, she's glowing. So I love that. I love that, because at first I had to like get used to it, because I was like, okay, hold on. I see a little bit of shimmer, I see it, but on the face, it doesn't really look like glitter. It just looks like little bitty pigment kind of specks, if that makes sense. Other shade I tried, which was Penny from Heaven, is such a beautiful highlight shade. I love this shade. I think this was my favorite shade that I tried. I wasn't sure what to expect from this shade because I thought it was gonna be more on the metallic side. Really, it's not. It's just such a really beautiful, beautiful highlight shade, and I definitely will continue to use this one. This one was truly my favorite one that I tried today. I just think it looks so beautiful up there. It just looks wet on the skin. It doesn't look like highlighter. There's no like streak or line on my face. So I love this one. This one definitely took the cake. And then the last one I tried was Nova Nights. Now I got this one more so because I thought it would be a really beautiful all over the lid kind of shade. Now I will say, when I was doing the rest of my makeup, I realized it started creasing on me, and I think it's not the product itself that's creasing, because this dries down to like a matte finish. I think it's the fact that I put foundation, concealer, and eye primer on my eyelids, because the creasing that I see here is like the color of my skin tone, like my foundation and concealer shade. So that's where I messed up. I might like take a little bit of this off and then reapply this just in the little center right there, because I love this. I just feel like my lids just look wet. Like, I love it. Oh, it's so great, because it's like there's not really pigment on my lids, so, but there's something on my lids, you know what I mean? I just love that. This was really nice. These really surprised me. I definitely will be picking up more shades, because all in all, I love this formula. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and these are really great, and I feel like a lot of people will get a lot of use out of all the shades there is. I will say, when I went on Beauty Bay, a lot of the shades were sold out, so I'm gonna have to wait. Let me know if you guys are interested in any of these blush lights or blushes. I really wanted to include swatches of the blushes in this video, because I know that is a product I get a ton of questions on. So I was really happy that I was able to swatch these, do live swatches of these for you guys. And my collection is looking pretty good and I'm super happy about it. These are literally like my everything. I feel like they're super aesthetically pleasing. They're just amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I also hope it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.